Alright, here we are. Game 1. We are playing a Revenge Exalted list because I wanted to try out the old Revenge Hour list, but with Immortalize. So that's kind of where we're at. I've got Tock, we've got Devour. I think this is a keepable hand. If you want to see the full deck, you can, and like why I picked cards to put into it, you can check that down below. We have a link to the original deck list and a deck tech, so I'll just kind of go over it there. But we're just going to hop right into the games. Big shout out to all the people that subbed and stuff this month. We did just do a video that was me eating the Oscar Mayer ice dog, but I made it myself homemade because we got enough subs to actually do that. I make myself suffer occasionally for some stupid reason, but it was a lot of fun and I really appreciate it. It was a blast to make. This is going to be interesting. Wow, turn 3, 3 colors, and they got a turn 2 Teacher of Humility. That's a pretty good start on the play. Wow. Thankfully, Disciplinary Weights doesn't matter too much for our deck, because a lot of the times we're going to be trying to play our units for free off of Revenge. It can be either or a little bit. Interesting, just immediately gives it Killer. I'm so confused by what they're doing over there. I'm not sure why they give it Killer now. Like, just letting me know. What if I have Annihilate? Just kind of get a 2-for-1 out of that. I don't know why they do that. It's fine. I do kind of hate that we drew another Tock tick, because we want to be able to get them with Crownwatches. That's kind of the point. I should be able to grab one with Destiny, so that's good. Sodi's Spell Shaper. Do they transform that? They do. Alright. I mean, when our opponent gets nothing but gas, yeah? I mean, it doesn't really matter what they're doing, I guess. This is certainly a start. We've got a Chump Blocker and Tock tick. I'm fine with that. A little obnoxious that these cost more, but we'll be able to Harsh Rule, and that should be okay. I just kind of want them to actually play something else. In Cold Blood, main deck? Wow! I mean, okay. Well, you know, sometimes you go into ranked practice and people are just playing the most buck wild garbage for no other reason than they just want to hit your specific deck for some reason. Alright, that's certainly a thing. Odds that we would come up across a deck that does this has gotta be in, like, the 1 in 1,000 kind of thing. This is wild. I have no idea what their deck is. I have no idea what they're trying to fight against. It's kind of the exact nut against what I'm trying to do, I guess. That's certainly a thing. Wow, I am stunned. This is just incredible. What a deck. What a deck. What a choice. It's amazing. I have rarely seen a deck that's so, like, wild, but yet perfectly hits everything that I'm doing. Why Herald Song and Teacher in 3 colors with In Cold Blood? I don't know. I'm so confused about all of this. There's a lot of whys that I have here. It's kind of impossible not to have a million whys after your opponent does this. Because this is nonsense. Beyond nonsense. I'll just hold back. I'm gonna let them fight something, that's fine. We still have a chance to win this. It's really, really weird, though. This is such a strange deck. I think that's one of the reasons why I can still beat it, too. Okay. Kind of interested to see, like, they're just perfectly trying to counter some kind of deck exactly like this. Oh, they're just gonna do the fight rather than attack. I mean, I would have immortalized the Tock tick and triple blocked it. It's fine. Nice. A good card. Not gonna help us right now because that Disciplinary Weights is kind of getting us. We're in a pretty decent spot, I think, if we actually get the Witching Hour. We've got a lot of power. We really flooded out quite a bit. And, of course, we've been playing quite a few cards. I'm more than willing to chump block this. They draw cards. I should have chump blocked it last time. We want to get Revenge into our deck anyways. Maybe give them less chance to have more feeding times, and apparently in Cold Bloods. I don't know. Huh. Well. I guess we just do the 6-cost Caiphus, so we've got the Immortalize if we want it. Cool. I wish that we had a Devour so we could respond if they tried to kill us again. Especially if they try and silence it. Okay. So that's not enough to fight it yet. Sure. Take this! And then they're gonna deal some damage? What, are they running like static bolts or something? I have no idea what this deck is. Maybe they have Immortalized themselves? That's certainly possible. Hailstorm. I am so confused. Gust Rider, Gorgon Fanatic, Teacher, so are they... Scream, I guess? Wait, they scream... Oh, yeah, okay, that actually does make sense, because they haven't attacked yet. They just used Killer. Kinda interested in seeing if I can Immortalize here. If this hits flying... Oh, what am I doing? It's gotta be the... What am I thinking? This doesn't have Destiny yet. Everything else that I have has Destiny. This is the one card in our deck that doesn't have Revenge, so I just zoned out for a second. I am just stunned by our opponent's deck. It's incredible. Kind of love it. I still wanted to do that anyways. I could have just waited until they hit us. But this is more than fine. We would like to play our Endurance, Unblockable, Exalted, etc., etc. Now Revenge. There we go. That's what we wanted. They probably have a way to silence it, though, since apparently their whole deck is only slow silence removal. It's very, very possible. Crown of possibilities, because of course, why not? I would have been, honestly, at this point, I'd have been surprised if they didn't play Crown, because this thing is absolutely buck wild. It has to run a Crown if you're doing something this silly. I just need them to not kill this. So that the Exalted can matter. And I can hold up Devour. Okay. Now that I can hold up Devour, I think we're good. I'm not going to even play Caiphus next turn if I can help it. Because I just want to make sure that this doesn't get silenced. Yep. That's very good.
Cowards, you cannot hide.
End of turn, I might Immortalize Decimate again. Feeding time. Yep. Not that. This, though. And hey, look! Makto is now Endurance, Overwhelm, Reckless, Warcry, blah, 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 blah. And boom! Here comes Caiphus with Exalted again. Didn't refresh the Revenge on it, I don't think. Or did we? Might have. Sure, and a Dark Return. Just the Teacher? Gorgon? Okay. Sure. I feel like our Endurance Inquisitor. Oh, it was Reckless! Wait, no? What? Why did they attack then? I don't know. Well, either way. What a game. Caiphus with Exalted is pretty wild, actually. Good card. That was a very fun start, for sure. I kind of loved that game. Can you believe it? That last opponent tried to silence me. They don't know me. You can't never shut me up. Alright, let's retry this. That hand was awful. This one is acceptable. It's not great. I'd like some more early game stuff, but Vara's Favor, Hidden Road. This deck is slow. It's part of the reason why we want a bunch of lifesteal stuff, because we can try and claw our way back when we're behind a bit. I think I'm just gonna do this. I'd like to draw another power card. Want to try and get Hidden Road Smuggler down. I might actually shift away the Tock tick into the market and grab
Send a message.
like a Regent's Tomb here. Ooh, I haven't seen a Rip Knife Assassin in a hot minute.
Best for you.
Yeah, we're gonna go for Tomb. Yeah. Marionette Cross. I haven't seen that in a hot minute.
You're in the Crownwatch.
Can't really play Regent's Tomb into that, so we'll just have to wait. I need to draw a bunch of power here, actually. Tock ticks will give us a while to chump block, though, which is nice. I'm just gonna let that hit. I want to have this down to block other bigger problems.
Now it's my turn.
Or to sacrifice so Vara doesn't get worse. It might be to sacrifice so Vara doesn't get worse. Okay. That's not the worst thing here. We want to get more revenge into our deck so that these Immortalizes become useful. If we can do that, we're actually pretty good. I don't really care how much life my opponent gains. We can definitely outvalue them if the game goes late enough. So that's not a problem. We'll just chump block the 5/5. I kinda wish I'd grab Avigraft or something instead. We're gonna keep chump blocking here so that we can get a critical mass of revenge into our deck, and then try and immortalize some of it. Umbran Reaper. Certainly some stuff.
You're in the Crownwatch.
And that gives us the Destiny one, which will hopefully draw us more. Nope. What we need is we need a Harsh Rule. We might actually just have to go for the end of the story. That seems like the best thing, especially considering these Umbrans.
Touch and shadow.
Sure. Good news, I can immortalize that back now. Since I don't actually have the board wipe, I think I need to trade with the Vara. And I'm almost certainly going to have to trade Regent's Tomb here.
You buying or not?
A really, really nice hand from this mono shadow deck. Super, super aggressive. Just 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. When you get a curve like that, it's really hard to stop it. Good news is, though, we can start getting a lot of value here. It's kind of tempting to Regent's Tomb so that they just spend a turn not attacking us. But it might be better to go for Alchemist and then trade away Tock tick for end of the story.
Make each bullet count. Only the best for you.
This is kind of what I was talking about before about us not caring about losing a bunch of units to a board wipe. We're just going to chump block a whole bunch here and then end of the story. Hopefully not get hurt enough by this Umbran Reaper. That's the real big problem right now. Wonder why Dream Snatcher? I guess just a value costed card? I blocked like that to see if maybe they would have a removal spell and use it. And obviously I'm going to be board wiping, so I don't really care. Oh. Unfortunate, but it's fine. Hold Up's not a card that I expect either. I'm feeling okay about this, though. We're going to attack, try and gain a little bit more life. They should block, but I don't care about how much life they gain. As previously mentioned. The big thing is just that we don't die. Alright. Keep that on top. We can immortalize for another Crownwatch as well. Oh, sick. Wow, that sucks. Brutal, 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 brutal hit for us. Not a card that I expected. There's the harsh rule. And yeah, I'll have to use it here, I think. Man, that sucks so much. What an incredible hit. We still have a chance, though, definitely. Get the Crownwatch, get Tock tick.
Here's another recruit.
And the cool thing is that's at end of turn. They can kill that now so that we don't get the Exalted. Yep. But now it has it in the void, so if we get things like Dark Return, it still has it later.
Join them.
Back up to 9. Do we sabotage? I doubt they have anything in their hand. I think I'd rather just Lingering Influence. I actually like that Devour here.
Make each bullet count.
And now we've got the chump blockers again, so we can just kind of keep doing this. Force our opponent to constantly have to answer these threats. And I mean, if Regent's Tomb survives long enough, it doesn't really matter what else is going on. Sure. Yeah. Kinda figured, but it's worth looking at anyways. I don't want to attack here in case they have the removal for Tock tick. I want to chump block with Tock tick and Devour. But if they have, like, even just a Vara's favor, it's obnoxious, because I don't want to lose this site. Losing the site would be real bad. It might have been reasonable for us to just Devour first, and see if we could try and, like, triple block it or something. Good thing we didn't. So this will actually reactivate Revenge on it, which is kind of nice.
Cowards, you cannot hide.
Could go for the Dizo's office.
Only the best for you.
Since they haven't had removal before now, I don't think they're going to have double removal to deal with Makto and the Hidden Road. So I'm going to assume we're safe to get the Elias. And yeah, I'll snap trade. It just gets rid of a problem. It lets us have Dizo's office for the next threat. And I mean, Makto is fine being in our deck. Oh, sick! Word of Soul. Nice. That's quite a card. I don't think it's going to matter, though. Because Dizo's office is still a thing. And, like, we're back up to 18. Hey, there's our Makto. And there goes our opponent. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this deck is fun. Oofa-doofa. Nope. Let's go for the big 3-0, baby. I'm gonna keep this, actually. I know that this is not a great hand, but we've got the Vara's favor to get another power. Nice. If we can get to 4, then we can Piercing Grief into Devour, and that can hopefully start setting us off. Kind of hoping that since they were playing Skycrag, they'd play like an Oniron in there and get some value. But yeah, we're not gonna play this, by the way, until we're actually on 4. Ooh, Dragonforge. That card is sick. Card's really, really cool. All right, Crest's a good draw. Means that we have. That's interesting. But Crest's good because it means that we don't have to worry about like just having a turn off here. And undepleted power is fine, and now the double justice for Inquisitor is nice. I think Caiphus might be too slow right now since we already have one. I think I'd rather get some, like, Harsh Rule or Crownwatch or something like that and try and dig down to those. Yeah. In general, they're not going to block here. If they do, I might just Devour. They've seen us play Vara's favor. A block here would be bad. Yeah. Like, it would actually be a bad move. I firmly agree. I firmly think that. Well, hit the 20%er. Unfortunate in a way, but it does also mean that we get to Immortalize, so it's not the worst. Curses. I mean, curses for me, yeah, that's not exactly what we wanted to hit. Oh, nice. That's some good insurance against our Harsh Rule here. With that in mind, I'm just going to play Inquisitor Makto and let them play more things onto the board.
You cannot hide.
Cindermaw Totem does a really good job against the Harsh Rule. Sure. Got me. I might have to Caiphus here too. Ah, Dracowitch. I see. What does this do again? Whenever you play a dragon, sacrifice it and double its power toughness. Okay. I'm fine with just Caiphusing here and seeing what we can hit. Oh, revenge. Yes, that's the #1 thing that we want to hit on Caiphus. So you're like, now, sure, they can sacrifice Dracowitch and get a bigger dragon. And then I just Harsh Rule everything. I'm honestly not even super upset about this making everything cheaper, because they've already got 6 power. They're going to be able to play pretty much everything that they want anyways. Alright, what do you got? This doesn't quite make any sense that they're doing this. Are they actually going to chump block with that? I mean, I have to, right? They just gave me, like, the perfect opportunity for a Harsh Rule. And I guess we can wait a minute. We're at 21 life. So if we go Hidden Road, what would I get even? Kind of just want to go Crownwatch.
You're in the Crownwatch.
And I might not play the Tock tick. Yeah, I don't think I play Tock tick. I'd rather trade it off at this point with one of the Hidden Roads. Are they playing Primal and they have Thunderstrike, or is that a Zo? That's a Zo. A 0-cost Zo, in fact. The big problem here is if they can somehow give it charge, which I can't really think of anything that would do that. Yeah, got them. Oh, he got him so good. Oh, this is gonna be mean. I don't want to Immortalize. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate.
There's no escape.
Not that bad, though. We don't really mind that much about losing value. And honestly, it's another card that we've gotten to play for when we can draw a Witching Hour. So not a real big problem here. And kaboom.
This ends now.
Now I'm tempted to play the Tock tick, because we can Immortalize back the Piercing Grief and then give this the abilities and the extra attack and toughness. Ooh, Dark Return Zo for free. That's pretty sweet. So we can go for the board wipe. Ooh, there's Witching Hour. Gonna get back to Piercing Grief and see if we can't chain together some number of revenge units off the top of our deck. Because the draw is really good for us. Nope. Kind of doesn't matter how they block this. It's always going to do the same thing. So we can Hidden Road,
Best for you.
trade away. This is only 10 now, huh? Definitely the end of the story. The big question is, what else do we get rid of? I kind of feel like Caiphus, which sucks. But we just need more power right now. Maybe I shouldn't have immortalized that. Like, not with Decimate anyways, because we actually need to draw a power card now. I can immortalize again and just not use it to draw another card, but that doesn't allow us to end the story. We have a lot of life gains, so we're not dead. They can shoot these down. One of them, anyways. Alright. I mean, this has revenge. It's not that big of a deal. Take 13. It's exactly 13. So we'd have Stonepowder Alchemist to save our butts if we end up not being able to play end of the story because I'm an idiot. Treasure tropes for 1. Ah, I forgot that made treasure cost less too.
Make each bullet count.
I might have wanted to do this when they declared blockers to see if we could get, like, Makto or something as a surprise, but
There is no escape.
I don't mind doing it now either. Ooh. So we could Dark Return the Piercing Grief. Gain more life back, just as an in case. It's not a bad idea. It also gets us real close to Witching Hour. And it might get us even more revenge stuff. Like that! There we go. That's the chain that we wanted to see. And now this Witching Hour is exceptionally free. Once this deck gets going, it is an insane amount of value. What would I like to put this on? It's a good question. Let's put it there. I don't want to put it on Makto because then it lets them just have one removal spell. It might be a bad idea to put it on a single color unit, but I didn't want to give lifesteal to something that already had lifesteal either. Just because one of the more likely removal spells that they have is Annihilate, so might be a bad idea to have put it there. We'll have to see. They have a lot of treasure troves still. Tons and tons and tons of card draw.
The age of man is
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a very good one for them here. Now the big question is, do they attack? And the answer is yes. Definitely. Fair enough. Asked and answered. Kind of just want to gain life myself here. Sure, they gain life off of the Crimson Firemaw, but that's okay. They're not going to kill everything, so we're still going to be able to Argenport Banner. And then Witching Hour afterwards. $34, and kaboom. Oh, I just did a silly thing. Oh, yeah, Witching Hour is free anyways. Ah, see, it was fine. I totally knew what I was doing. I absolutely didn't order that wrong. Just ignore the streamer. Free Witching Hour. Like you do. I'm really sad this Caiphus isn't there, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Ooh, nice. Getting that Zo with multiple hits was pretty sick. Go for the Dizo's office to kill it again. I mean, honestly, right now, I think I just kind of attack around it for a little while. There's also a really good chance we just play out a huge board next turn from Revenge. Like, I'm gonna attack in and just force them to block here. Kind of keep them on the back foot as much as I can. They're at 21 life, which sounds like a lot, but it'll get lower real fast. Ooh, if they're smart, I think they get Vile Collaborator. Yeah. Yep. That's the obnoxious one.
There is no escape. You were no match.
Those are pretty good, though. Overwhelm Flying Aegis. Kind of want to get Avigraft. Let's just stop them from having Vile Collaborator, since that's being so obnoxious. Could actually do this too. So those cost 4? Hit it for 4. We can just kill it. So here's the real play. Get back. OC, Pale Rider. Hit it again. Play the weapon on one of our units. This one. Bye. And Zoa's gone again. Harsh Rule's interesting. I'm gonna bottom it though. I want to try and hit more revenge units if I can. Stop! Stop it! No! Only I'm allowed to do that. We're actually still in okay shape here because that doesn't have charge, and we're just going to be able to kill the Vile Collaborator with Avigraft. Good thing we have that Avigraft, huh? I talked about it in the deck pack, and not certain if I had wanted it. Now I'm pretty glad we have it. They actually live here, which is obnoxious. If I had one more power... I mean, we had Decimate earlier. But if I had one more power, this Dark Return... We'll still be able to Dark Return Caiphus anyways. Or Dark Return a Stonepowder Alchemist and get them that way. They might have another way to gain lifesteal. We did lock the Vile Collaborator out, which is big. Okay, it looks like they're probably dead here. Then we have a bunch of different ways to kill them. Stonepowder, just attacking. Dark Returning to Stonepowder. Sweet. 3-0. 4-0. 4-0. Not with this hand. 3-0 so far. Beating that 0-cost Zoe, getting bought back over and over was fun. This is going to be good. Probably. What do you mean? We will see how good it is. Alright, we'll start with just the Tock tick. Tock tick is weird. It's one of those cards where, like for this deck especially, either you want it really early because you're worried that they're aggressive, and you wish that you had it in your opening hand just so that you could like trade with an Oni Ronin or something. That would have been or you are desperately afraid to draw it because you're just hoping to get them off of Crownwatches because you just want the late game value instead. This looks like the Ikaria Gold, which is just like Heart of the Vault, Sicarias, just a billion legends, and just try and overpower people. I think we're probably pretty good against that deck. Ikaria is the main one that'll be a problem, if anything. And I'll get rid of one Harsh Rule and go for the Regent. See if we can't sabotage their hand a little bit here. Because it looks like they've got a slow one. They might also be like a charge draw deck or something. I'd like to see what's going on. Let's get some insight. Harsh Rule Stormhalt Knife. So, I mean, funny thing is, I don't really care all that much about either of these. Harsh Rule Stormhalt. Probably the Harsh Rule? Because I can actually play that next turn, and I do have units in play. Attacking with both might have been a mistake. They might have charge units, like Amaran Stinger or something. That is weird. We've got all their power. Really, really nice start there. Sure. Could have a Heart in the Vault in the market. Or, like, Passage. I'm not 100% certain what they are. Nothing that I've seen changes my mind that they're probably the deck that I was thinking. Just like a million value legends.
You're in the Crownwatch.
Lingering Influence versus the Revenge there is kind of tough. Not 100% certain that's what I wanted to do, but sure. Hopefully they don't have Ikaria. If Ikaria's here, we're in a lot of trouble. If they get down the turn 6 Ikaria, I'm not sure that I can beat it. Yeah. That's obnoxious, but not the end of the world, thankfully. Like, I almost just want to slam here. I want to put them under some amount of pressure. I want to just be able to chump block on the back end, and I want to put a bunch of revenge units into our deck, so Immortalize and other cards come online. So I'm okay with this.
Make each bullet count.
And honestly, even just that little bit of chip damage puts them under some pressure. We're at 36 life, they're at 12. They need some good things to happen here. Just desperately need them not to have Aegis units right away. That's the annoying thing. Oh, they're playing Shenra. That is real nasty. And we didn't see that before. There wasn't a whole lot we could necessarily do about it. Unfortunately now, Immortalize doesn't really do anything. You can still draw another power card and get Caiphus. Really glad we threw away those units now. Shenra is a card. They're now a little bit away from Ikaria at least, so that's kind of nice. That wasn't from their market, was it? I don't remember that it was. I feel like it wasn't. Sure. Ugh. Alright. Fair enough. Another Heart of the Vault? I really don't want to waste these Immortalize on silenced units. Double Heart of the Vault is insane. It's going to be really hard to beat that much value. Well, now I get it. I want a Harsh Rule this turn. It's fine. It's actually kind of good to get that into the market, or into the void while it has Destiny. It'd been nice if we could have gotten... No. It'd been nice if we could have gotten the Crownwatch instead, but I'll accept anything. We got Caiphus next turn, we can Immortalize instead if that feels better. And let's see if they still have that Stormholt knife. Because if they do, I imagine they play it. Yeah. We kind of need charge or revenge on this. Not the end of the world if we don't have either. I can still immortalize it at some point.
You were no match.
It would be real nice if we had that. Double damage wouldn't be bad. Reckless Endurance Flying. Pretty medium hit. Far from the worst, but not great. Oh.
This ends now.
Using a harsh rule just on Caiphus. Huh. That's interesting. A lot of merchants. I'm gonna guess that that is... Oh, wow, we actually had that? Right, that was a million years ago. Huh. I'm gonna guess they've shuffled Ikaria back and forth between their market, and they probably have one now. Nah, another Tock deck was real bad. Unfortunately. I just want to draw. Give me that Crownwatch, please. No. Game does not want to help me. Fair enough. No, we can immortalize at end of turn and get back Caiphus if we want. Give it Exalted. That'll actually trade with Ikaria. Yup.
Rise up.
Called
or
it.
Be cut down.
Sick. I mean, I could also just go for the Piercing Grief, but that just doesn't seem anywhere near as good. I can play a Caiphus. Dark Return. That's not bad. Quick Draw Charge. That's not bad. Which would you like to lose? Now I can trade again, and I've got the Dark Return. This puts them in a lot of trouble. Like, what do? Kill this, let Tock become big. Trade, let Tock become big. Like, either way, it's kind of a lose-lose for them. Another power card, honestly, wouldn't be the worst, so that we can just Dark Return and immediately play it. I'm guessing they're just going to blow up the board. But I am more than willing to block. What am I supposed to do? Not call that? A large and in charge insect. Yeah, that's a lot of board wipes they've had. The Shinra has to be out of the market. Nice. Good draw.
Safe travel.
Wow, very nice. Power card, or any of our revenge units. We've got a lot. Wow, that's incredibly brutal. I mean, I called it. Yeah, that's a thing I said, isn't it? That is a thing I mentioned. Brutal. Gonna do this to get the Exalted and hopefully hit something? Okay. So yeah, that depleted power was by far the worst card in our deck to draw. We could cast literally anything else, and any other power would let us play our Caiphus out of the void, and almost certainly win the game. Because it's going to get enough abilities at that point, like Flying, Charge, Endurance, Exalted, Quick Draw, Reckless, Unblockable. Very, very likely to have something like Double Damage or Berserk. Even without that, or Lifesteal, or all three. Super likely to get basically all of those. Alright. I'm gonna go crazy and let that happen. Torch me? Nope, but the other Warcry. Yikes. Drawing 2 units in a row after you immediately Ikaria is pretty solid. Especially when your opponent does that. Well, I guess we can't get lucky all the time. Really, 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 really unlucky on our revenge there. Just constantly had it at the absolute bottom, which does happen sometimes. That's part of the problem of playing any revenge decks. Alright, let's finish this out strong. We can't have as bad of a draw as last time, so that's a positive. I like this one. Those last few turns were just a perfect storm of our opponent drawing exactly what they needed and us getting exactly the cards that we couldn't play. Which certainly happened. Boy, it sucks. Ooh, that's a lot of Echo. Or Fate. I'm guessing Echo. No, it's Fate. Alright, so there's some Zos. We've got Skycrag Dragons, I'm assuming. I'm gonna start with a Piercing Brief. I probably just go ahead and Vara's next turn. Make sure that we get the Seed of Vengeance undepleted. Or do Crest of Vengeance, which is kind of cool. I don't need more power cards right now. I mean, I will eventually, but the odds that I hit another one to get to 6 for Caiphus is pretty high in the next 3 turns. I'd much rather draw Revenge, Crownwatch Recruiter, kind of anything. So they have Torch, it seems. I'm worried about Garden here, which is pretty likely. Yep. At least we could top deck one of the Piercing Griefs and just kill it. Well, that's super unfortunate. That'd have been really good last turn with the Piercing Grief. I might have wanted to hold on to it just for that, but generally we want to just put them into our deck. Sick draw. This is a lot of unfortunate stuff happening again. If we can just draw any units, though, we can start going off. We just need to stop having this happen, where we're getting Dark Turn, Devours, and more power cards. And one more power would be okay. That's acceptable. Go ahead with the Shadow Sigil so that we get the Witching Hour. And I imagine they're just going to Royal Decree us, because that's the style of deck that they're running. Oh. Or not. Wow. So they've hit 3 different, or is it 4 different things that have gotten Fate? So they've gotten a Zoe, a Jotun Hurler, probably another Zoe? Yep.
You were no match.
Go for the Caiphus. No charge. I'll just wait. Tamaris is a problem. But we've got the Harsh Rule, it's not the end of the world. Obnoxious. Witching Hour is actually not that bad for us to see there. That could be so much worse. I was right about the Royal Decree kind of card, though. They just had Rain of Frogs instead. Very glad I played Caiphus. That'd have been much worse for them to hit for us. That'd have been so much worse. And now we just gotta wait for a very, very, very long turn as they play all of their treasure troves and seek powers and torches and etc, etc, etc. Slowly figure this out. And good news is they play that dragon, and then we're just gonna wipe the board. Sure. I mean, we can still kill the site, which is the big important thing right now. They'll ice bolt it. Yeah, that's also fine. We can let that happen. And then blow it all up.
This ends now.
They get to keep the 2/2, but that's not that big of a deal. And I'm going to Dark Return. Well, they probably can't counter it. It's less likely they can here, anyways. Wow. Another 3rd or 4th Honor Clause. That's insane. So much value. Yeah, 4th. There it is. Crazy. Wow. I mean, it increases the odds that you draw another one, but to have them all in the top 30 of your deck is pretty wild. Love to hit Aegis off of this. We're at 32 life. We definitely have ways to recover from this. Crazy, crazy start from them, though. It's a little bit of a stumble from us early, too, where we didn't have any early units to play at all. Didn't have any Stonepowders, no Crownwatches, no Tactics, just nothing. We had Piercing Grief, but that was it. We also still haven't hit again. Certainly interesting. Got the Revenge, that's good. Just want to get rid of the site if we can. Wow. Triple Ice Bolt, too. Nice. At least now we have the Revenge. Sure. I'll just chump block with it. We have 2 Revenge cards that we haven't seen in like 4 turns, and then we have the Caiphus now, so hopefully we can kind of try and chain this together a bit. I'm playing the Frog too so that we can hopefully Devour and actually start this rolling a little bit. Since we can't seem to draw the Revenge units again. Sure. Yeah, a really, really strong draw. We can definitely beat this still, though. It is pretty wild what they've done, though. There's something. Dark Return.
You were no match.
Let's see what I can get. Reckless Lifesteal. Alright. They'll block. I can't imagine they don't. I'll accept it, though. Do they have the 4th Ice Bolt? They do. Nice. Well, that might hit us the other Caiphus or more Revenge units, which is all I care about. The odds are fairly high. There we are. We have so many Revenge units. We finally draw some. Thank you. That's what we needed to find. And does this get Aegis or anything? Please. Nope. Double Torch. That's not the end of the world either, because I still have the Dark Return, and then it'll get Lifesteal. We're kind of hitting critical mass of Revenge units here. So despite the non-stop parade of value that our opponent has had, we might still have a chance. Yeah. Another Harsh Rule would be good too. So they're tapped out. We just get to Dark Return back the Caiphus. It's got double damage, Berserk. Oh wow, so they're just dead actually. We just win. Our opponent killed themselves. Nice. Because I think they played their power already. They might... Oh, if they have one card to play for power. Yeah, okay. Didn't think they did. Alright, we win. GG! Let's just get this wall of text here.
You were no match.
And they are indeed no match for me. Wait, is it unblockable? Yeah, it is. Okay. They have fend off? And it didn't get endurance? Amazing! That's so sick! Wow! Our opponent's the greatest. Wow! That's unbelievable. Absolutely wild. Huh.
You were no
How do they do it? Wow, that is the most despicable thing I've ever seen. We didn't hit endurance. Is it the last thing? Endurance and Aegis, right? 1, 2, 3. So there's 1, 2. I think that's the only thing it's missing. It's missing endurance and Aegis, either one which would have saved us, and we'd have won. That is so incredible. I can't believe it. Oh, my luck is so good. My luck is incredible. That is amazing. Wow. Our opponent made such a big mistake by leaving all of their power down. And we had the most unbelievably bad draw possible. Oh, that sucks so much. Alright, well, I guess we're done. That's unreal. I can't believe it. Well then. Well, thanks for stopping in, everybody. It was quite a bunch of matches. We had a lot of good luck there, for sure. Oh, man. Those last games were incredible. Absolutely amazing. But that's what happens sometimes. It's unfortunate we had a couple of games like that. We did get some good luck early on. This deck is pretty solid, I think. Sometimes when you live with revenge, you will draw all of your units in the 10th card. You will constantly miss on your Caiphus and never ever hit any of the things that matter. It'll happen sometimes. Wild. Absolutely wild. Really fun, though. Immortalize getting Exalted on Caiphus is just the stupidest thing. I do love it. It's a lot of fun to be able to do that. Same with even just, like, Stonepowder, Alchemist, or Piercing Grief, things like that. It gets really, really nasty. I've thought about doing this deck, but with maybe some Hero of the Peoples in it, which could be a thing that you want to do. I've really liked this, though. The Witching Hour was a ton of fun to get off earlier. And I certainly had a lot of fun playing these today. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you again next week.